Welcome back to another solo podcast by yours truly, CL motherfucking Chan. Woo! So today, we're coming at you from beautiful, sunny Shanghai. We're still in Shanghai. We're 3 weeks from a festival, music festival that I'm really looking forward to. It's called Wonder Fruit in Thailand. So expect a lot more content coming from that event because that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's possibly the best festival in Asia all year. And it's going to be my first time going. So who knows what's going to happen about that. But we're going to talk about getting girls without alcohol, how that changes things, what I've learned from that. Because if you didn't know, ya boy, AKA me, I don't drink. I don't drink. You might be wondering, see how why don't you fucking drink? Are you a Buddhist? Like, why? You Muslim? What's going on, man? You party pooper? Are you gay? I've heard that before. No, I'm not homosexual. I don't drink because I am allergic to alcohol. That's it. No other reason. Not because I like sleeping with men or although I keep bringing it up, but I don't drink because I'm allergic. So I know that most guys, they get laid through alcohol. That is true. I think that is an undeniable fact. And I think ever since the dawn of human time, perhaps even back in dating as far back as like caveman days, you get laid partly by getting everyone in a good mood through alcohol. Everyone's a little tipsy, everyone puts their guard down a bit, everyone loosens up, they want to have fun. You get a little horny on drinks, and then things happen, right? If you take a girl on a date, I'm sure it is way easier to make something happen, for you guys to feel like there's a connection if there is some alcohol flowing, right? I remember when I lived in Poland before. Yeah, during that phase of my life, I was sleeping around a lot and I was quite effective. I mean, I still am, but I just don't do it as much anymore. I remember there were times where I would take a girl to the bar and I would order a motherfucking tea or an orange juice. And I'd just be sipping on an orange juice. And the steel of balls that you need when the waiter comes over and is like, oh, what would you guys like to order? And then I'm like, a margarita for her, and I'll have an orange juice. And then the waiter will look at me and be like, orange juice, just orange juice. I'm like, yes, don't question me. And obviously, it's been a process because I realized back in the day, if you say it in a hesitant way, the girl's gonna be like, you're gay and you know it. Like you're barring. But if you just say it and fucking own it, then the environment will meet you there. And when I take a girl out on a date, I don't like pressure her to drink either. I'm just like, I don't drink. I'm gonna order this. You can order whatever you want. If you want to drink, that's fine. A lot of friends drink around me. I still don't drink. And if you don't want to drink, that's also fine. Okay, no pressure. Just order whatever you want. A lot of times they actually still just order a drink. But yeah, I think the main thing that has been so helpful with not drinking is that you actually learn how to build a connection. You actually feel the person so much more. And like, let's say all the skills, the conversational skills that you build is actually real. It's not dependent on a substance. Like you can, in all types of situations where you're socializing with another human being, you can forever use that because you didn't rely upon alcohol to make it happen. And sure, is it harder to, let's say, kiss a girl on a first date if you're meeting her at noon for a coffee date, a brunch date? Yeah, sure, it is. I think it's undeniable that it is. But are you going to be a better man in the long run by having dates that don't rely on alcohol? Yes, you will actually learn how to, in the beginning of the date, it's a little bit uncomfortable, right? Like you're talking to them And maybe she's not giving very good answers to your question because she doesn't know where you stand. She doesn't know what type of man you are. She doesn't know which side of herself she should show. And maybe you're also doing the same. You're like, oh, fuck, do I tell these stories or how should I show up? There's a lot of like worrying about getting judged. But if you learn how to overcome that, if you learn how to break the ice, then you're gonna be very good at socializing. That's one feedback that I've gotten a lot. I've been told that I'm very comfortable, that I'm pretty good at breaking the ice with people, to get people to loosen up, to get people talking and having a good conversation, socializing. I attribute a big part of it to me having been through this journey where I didn't rely on alcohol. In nightlife situation, whatever situation, socializing, never relied on alcohol to have fun. And sure, there are so many moments where you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Let's say you arrive at a club and you're totally fucking sober. I understand that feeling. You know, you don't just go from sitting at home on your computer editing or doing some work fully in your logical brain. You can't just go from that and then go to the club and then be like, whoa, like I'm fun and carefree and trolling, having fun. That's hard, but there is a way. You know, one tip with that is you should really just let yourself out. I think what our minds tend to do a lot of the times, especially if you're totally sober, I'm speaking from personal experience here, of course, but you start to filter yourself and you think, oh, what's the point of asking this? What's the point of cracking this joke? What's the point of doing this or saying hi to that person? Oh, that girl probably has a boyfriend. What's the point of saying hi to this guy? What if he thinks I'm gay? But when your mind is just in this perspective of calculating what's the point, that's the opposite of fun. You want to get yourself into a headspace where you're almost like a kid at a candy store. Let's say you're at a party. It's infinite possibilities and you can do anything. You can say hi to that group because they look interesting. You can say hi to that girl because she's attractive. You can talk to this guy because you heard something about him from a friend and he seems cool. But if you hold yourself back, then eventually it's gonna feel like there's nothing there. Whatever it is you want to do, you just do it. Don't like filter yourself. If you want to make a joke, if you want to ask a question, maybe in the beginning you don't feel like doing it, but like you should just get yourself out of your shell. You should just say that thing, even if you don't think there's a point. Because what happens is action creates emotion. And then when you do say that thing, you feel like saying another thing because you're getting good feedback from it. And then slowly your state, your mindset has totally shifted from this boring, logical, calculating mindset of like, what do I get out of this? What's that person gonna think? Now you're totally in flow. You're just being yourself. You're going with your intuition. You're saying what you think, doing what you feel. You gotta remember, everyone is drunk. Like no one cares. No one's paying attention to you. Everyone is drunk. Like they are drunk. You know how fucking stupid people are when they're drunk? You ever been to a club or a party when you're sober and you look at other people's behavior? Like they're not talking right. Guys are acting super desperate. Like girls are, I don't know what they do. Like like everyone is drunk. People are, yeah, not normal. So stop using your value system that is based on your normal self, like normalcy, like what is supposed to happen, this is supposed to happen. Stop using that mindset on this environment because it's not the same place. And yeah, if you're someone who currently relies on alcohol to get laid or to connect with people, why don't you try not to use it for once?